Hey everyone, welcome back. Today I am taking on my very first shotgun build in The Sims 4. Now I walked into this feeling completely confident. I had tracked down a gorgeous modern shotgun floor plan and picked it out online and was laser focused on getting the room sizes just right, and that's just about all I was thinking about. That's all I needed to know, right? What I wasn't paying attention to was what was happening underneath those gorgeous rooms. I had a total senior moment and started building the entire home on platforms. Instead of just laying down a foundation, I was pretty far in, already decorating and placing furniture, but the whole time a tiny voice was nagging in the back of my mind, something isn't right here. Everything seems really squished. Well, before I realized something was seriously off, I spent a long time going room by room, trying to fix all those level platforms. You can kind of see it here in the video, but it was still a mess. What can I say? Finally, I turned to my best friend online named Gemini. Sorry, Gemini, I mispronounced your name. Gemini AI. And thank goodness I did. It figured out the platform mistake so I could delete all that mistake and use a proper foundation. Then when I couldn't get the ceiling tiles to place on this one-story, one-story shotgun home, Gemini helped me figure that one out too. Say what you want about AI, but if I had to search through building forums for answers, this build would have been probably put on the back burner. My enthusiasm to build it would have been seriously dampened. But anyhow, if you're an experienced builder, you can see within seconds what I'm doing wrong here in this video. But hey, you know, we're all beginners at some point in the Sims 4 building world. I've been playing The Sims since 2000, but I was like a legacy family player. The building is a whole new journey for me now that I'm retired and I have finally the time to really dive into it. And I'm finding out that I like it, but you know, I'll learn something and next time I do it, I'll just forget everything. You know, what can I say? But anyway, I'll be popping in and out through the video with some comments as the chaos unfolds here. If you have any helpful tips or constructive feedback for this lady, this old new to building lady, please leave a comment. I'm always eager to learn. Just remember to keep it kind. The world is a better place when we are kind. Please leave a subscribe and a like too. I mean, you know, only do it if you feel like you want to. If you feel like the video was worth it with all my honesty and transparency. That's something severely lacking in the YouTube community these days sometimes. Anyway, stick around until the very end. You might just learn a thing or two from my comedy of errors. Let's get into the build. Okay, y'all, see that elongated piece at the end of that long room right there on the, well, it's moved now. It was on the bottom right. That is where I was thinking inside my head that I was going to put a walk-in closet. The one that's the really great, you know, woohoo place. However, when I went to look for it in the menu, you know, the catalog, it wasn't there. And I just kind of remembered that, oh, I'm making a base game build so anyone will be able to play with this little house. Anyhow, I just want to say, not that I have ever woohooed in a closet. You know, I think only Sims do that, right? anyway, you'll see how I deal with that little spot later on. I originally had those longer windows on this house, and I decided that the smaller windows would be better for this house design, mainly because I was kind of noticing with those long windows everything just looked really scrunched up. But you know, we know why. We know why now. But when I started adding all the furniture and everything here, I was not really thinking about the colors. However, these just sort of started falling together. I really like that teal and yellow combo, which you'll see a lot of yellow in this build. It must have been a yellow day for me when I did this. But I will mention that I did attend the Art Institute of Pittsburgh way back in the day and learned a little bit about color theory. So I'm just kind of wondering if all that's coming into play. I can kind of look and see what looks good together and what doesn't. I do like to work with big splashes of color, so if you've ever seen I got a couple of other shotgun builds on here in Sims 2 and Sims 3, you'll notice that. Feel free to check the builds playlist. Alrighty then, here we are working on the first bathroom, and this is when I really started to believe there was an issue with something in the build. I noticed that window right there, or not that window, that mirror is really scrunched down onto the sink, and the window is sitting much too low. I wasn't a happy camper, but you know, I figured I'd figure it out soon. I was happy to be using that Subway brick wall covering, although I did change it later to have the lighter grout. I hadn't really used that in many builds, but I thought it would look good there in that bathroom. Working on the boys' bedroom there, I tend to want to make girl bedrooms all the time. But I thought it might be good to have twin boys here, so let me know what you think about this bedroom. We are on the second bathroom. I just had it in my brain that I wanted to put a separation between the shower and the toilet and the sink. Not that it would solve any privacy issues in the house, but at first I was trying to put a room divider in there and there just wasn't room. So I went with this, and look at that there. The orange rugs just really turned me on, so I went with that, and here I am looking at this brick Subway wall covering again, and you'll notice that I did go with the lighter color grout there. Master bedroom. I was cycling through different color combinations here. I finally found a bed frame I liked, and got room for the little baby in there, and there we go. And there we go with the yellow again. I'm going to go with a fiery carpet under that bed. I use that in a legacy house I built, which is available to download on the gallery. But yeah, Yeah, I'm kind of getting tired by now in this build, but you know, it is what it is. Here is a back room that I had envisioned to be the laundry room, but again, yeah, I remember this is a base game build, so I decided to make it into a small office. And I used that red back there too on that office. I really liked that. It gave great splashes of color. Here I am trying to finish up the dining room. Lots of things there I'm trying. You'll see what I do to get a nice break between the dining room and the kitchen. Okay, here's the fun, and you didn't see most of this fun. This is where I'm fiddling around with the roof, and I am by no means, I am a far cry from a roof expert, but I tried all kinds of things to fit the roundness on that bay window area there, but then I realized I didn't have the right shape to go with the round roofs there in Sims 4, so most of that hit the edit room floor. I'm telling you, I probably spent an hour trying to get a nice rounded roof to fit that, but it just wasn't meant to be. Here I am back to working with my colors. I finally found something I liked, and it's starting to resemble the thumbnail pictures that you saw in the beginning of this video. Well, this is where I stopped working on this build for the day. I'm really tired of looking at it, to be honest, but you can see right there I've started this again the next day by the warning up there in the corner from Twisted Mexi, and I am fixing the foundation. I went to my friend Gemini AI, and I just wanted to check first of all to make sure that all the platforms were equal, and that's what I'm doing here. Either that, or I'm just kind of trying to figure out how to put a foundation under the whole thing, and I always have to look it up every time I do it, so I think that's probably what I'm doing here. It's taken me a hot second there, but yeah, it was hard for me, but I think here I'm realizing that I need to put I think I figured out how to put the foundation in, and I did this build a few days ago, so I'm just really trying to remember what I'm doing here. But those long pauses, I'm probably going to Gemini and asking questions. But I think I'm starting to realize that I can't put my ceiling tiles in there. Yeah, see, I keep looking every time Gemini told me to page up, it would load the roof instead of giving me the grid to put my ceiling tiles in there. So making lots of mistakes here, but I'm able to backpedal them. But Gemini was telling me, well, take the roof off. There wasn't room on the lot to take the big piece off, but it was straightforward, so I just deleted it. I have the grid here now, but it's still not going to let me put ceiling tiles on there. And I think this is when I realized that I don't have the foundation. I think this is when I realized it. And I'm talking to Gemini all this time on another screen. So I'll leave it at that, but you'll see in the end I finally get it fixed. Boy, I tell you, it's tough being a Sims 4 carpenter. Putting the final touches on the inside now. I lost a lot of things when I was fooling around with the platforms and the roof. I'm thinking right about now, boy, I'm ready for this to be over, but I want it to be right. Here, yeah, see, I've just got to adjust everything. Everything had to be adjusted, but you know, it worked out in the end. I was having fun going shopping again. Started doing a final flyover to make sure everything was okay, and then I saw where a lot of the floor tiles were messed up, so I'm going around and putting those back in place. And I vaguely remember, I remember thinking vaguely that how did this happen? What is that under there? But I think they're all okay now. And like I said earlier, this I don't even know if I said this earlier, but this house is available for download on the gallery. Just type in Asimwen, ASIMWEN, and you will find it there, and you can download it and look at it and critique it if you want to.